So you ever have one of those days when you wake up and you say to yourself, man, I really want to have one of those artisan signature crafted burgers from McDonald's. Yeah, I haven't either, but for the sake of the story, let's just pretend all of us have, right? So you wake up and you're really craving this artisan burger from McDonald's. Maybe it's a chicken sandwich, but like a signature crafted selection. So you get yourself down to McDonald's and you go to drive-through. You order the sandwich and they hand you bag. So you get home and you open up the bag, but there's nothing in it anymore. And it's an empty bag. And it's an empty bag because they don't have artisan, handcrafted sandwiches anymore. They discontinued them from the menu. So the big question out of all of this is, why did they give you an empty paper bag in the first place? That sound that you hear, that is the winds of change rolling through the golden arches. That little breeze. The dogs barking, I don't know, interpret it however you want to interpret it, but that wind. Well, it's more like a gentle breeze at this point, but you know what I mean. That is the sound of change, because McDonald's just did announce that they are making some massive changes to their menu. So much so that actually even the major media outlets have been covering this, they've been talking about this, and everyone's kind of been, having their take, their viewpoint shared on it. Some people are overjoyed, some people are very upset, they are devastated, they are distraught, and I myself, you know what? I'm glad McDonald's is doing this. I'm glad McDonald's is getting rid of the artisan, signature crafted burgers and chicken sandwiches from their menu. To be honest, this is something that I have felt for years at this point. Even back in 2015, believe it or not, I was not a fan of the artisan lineup that they even had going back then. As a matter of fact, I even made a video, and you can see from my own mouth a few years ago, prophetic words is the only way to describe them at this point in time. And they started bringing in more artisan-style creations, trying to be more upscale. And I think when McDonald's started becoming something that it's not, I think that's when it started really going downhill. Because they started releasing these, fancy items, these fancy burgers, substituting ingredients, discontinuing things, bringing in things that were good and then taking them away again. I think of this constant back and forth. Constant changes. I think that really did draw a lot of people away, and I think that may very well have drawn me away from Mickey D's, if you will. I am the CEO of McDonald's. I'm made the CEO of McDonald's. Okay? Hypothetically, I am now. How do I fix it? What do I do to fix McDonald's? Whoever came up with the idea for all these artisan creations is getting fired right then and there. Rather, what I do is I bring back the old menu. The biggest issue that I always had with the signature crafted burgers and chicken sandwiches was the price. They were very expensive, and they didn't necessarily seem like it was really something that you would be going to McDonald's for. If you really wanted an artisan, signature crafted, higher-end burger is really the best way to put it. I don't know, chances are you wouldn't really be going to McDonald's to get it. You'd be going to either a local place or even a bigger chain that really specializes in those types of burgers, that really have more of an emphasis on those toppings, just a different type of patty, and more perhaps type of sit-down dining rather than McDonald's fast food type of cuisine, best way to put it. And there always just seemed to be that bit of a conflict, where every time I would go to McDonald's, I would be going there to get a Big Mac or a Quarter Pounder or some chicken nuggets, or even the blessed McChicken sandwich, or just your fries, a drink, standard fast food. And the amount of times, aside from really going there as a food review, to get these signature crafted burgers was minimal. Probably I couldn't even count it on one hand, because that's just not what I was going there for. And to me, I think that was the problem right there. I didn't feel motivated to go try it out. I didn't feel like, oh, alright, well, yeah, I want to go get a signature crafted burger from McDonald's. Not at all. Like I said, when I went to McDonald's, I wanted the basics. I wanted to try out just a standard burger or Big Mac. That's why I was so excited with the bacon Big Mac, even if I ended up not getting it with a lot of bacon most of the time. But nonetheless, the signature crafted lineup just wasn't what I thought of when I would see McDonald's. I wouldn't think of these signature crafted high-end burgers. So to be completely honest, I think McDonald's is making the right decision here by going out and outright discontinuing them. To add a little bit more to that, lately when I've been going to McDonald's, I've been noticing that the quality of even their regular items, their Big Macs especially, has been getting increasingly erratic. By that I mean, I'll go there, I'll want to get the Big Mac with bacon, and either it will taste really good, to the point where I'll go back and I'll get a second one, or it'll just taste off. The last time I was there and I got a bacon Big Mac, it tasted as though the beef patty was substituted with a breakfast sausage patty. Like, it was that off-tasting, to the point where I couldn't even finish it. I couldn't do it, and that was one of the only times when I was extremely dissatisfied to the point where I couldn't even eat it. And one thing that has inspired perhaps even hope is that they said they were going to be discontinuing the artisan signature crafted burgers and sandwiches, and they're also going to be making a few cutbacks to their late-night menu in order to emphasize and improve the quality of their existing staples, such as the Quarter Pounder lineup, the Big Macs, and really the things I think we all know McDonald's for. So as a result of this change, while maybe I am a little disappointed that the one bacon smokehouse burger is going to be gone, I'm not really that distraught or torn up about it, because in the end, those signature crafted burgers weren't what I went to McDonald's for, and I think a lot of people feel the exact same way. The reason why they're even removing all these from the menu was because of that really consumer feedback that they got. You could actually read about that. That's why they said they were going to be doing this change, and likewise they mentioned they're going to be emphasizing the quality of their Quarter Pounder lineup, all those staples, and hopefully they're going to be improving those going forward, because I would much rather go to McDonald's to get a really good Big Mac or a really good Quarter Pounder and some fries and a drink rather than a semi-decent signature lineup sandwich. If I want to get a signature barbecue bacon burger, I'll go to a place that specializes in more deluxe burgers, and even if it's a sit-down place, a little more expensive, I'll go there and I'll pay the extra because I know I'll be getting what I pay for. When I go to McDonald's, I want just that standard greasy fast food. I think that's why we all go there for the most part, and I hope that they're going to be improving on that quality. In my most recent podcast, I actually introduced the topic about fast food and, where does it stand? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it on the decline? And I was taking a lot of listener feedback, and I was taking comments, and I was hearing different stories from people all around the country, and a lot of people were having the same exact issue with McDonald's that I was. That the quality of even their most recognizable items was extremely variable. That sometimes you'll go there, you'll get a Big Mac, it'll be delicious. And sometimes you'll go there, order the very same thing, and it'll be beyond repulsive. So what I'm hoping for with this change is, while they may be downsizing the menu a little bit, I hope that they'll be able to have more attention. Instead of kind of spreading themselves too far, too thin, they're going to be able to focus more of that absolutely necessary attention on those staples and really improve those items that we come to McDonald's to get in the first place. So hopefully with the signature lineup gone, they'll be able to address those issues at hand with the quality of their food, and from that, hopefully it'll just go up, and I'll just keep going back and back. That's my hope anyway, and that's what I would like to see from McDonald's. But either way, I think they made a good choice here, and I'm proud of them. Sometimes you get a lot of fast food places and big companies that it seems like they don't really listen to you and me, the consumer, and they just do one choice after the next, and you're kind of just, you want to pull your hair out. You're thinking, what are they doing? But this is one of those times that I can give them a little fatherly pat on the back and say, you know what, McDonald's, you did good. You did good this time around, because I think that they did, and I would just like to see them maintain, improve, and uphold the standards that we know them for. So thank you for watching. I just wanted to take a minute to give a little bit of perspective and offer my thoughts on these recent changes that have been made at McDonald's.